show you how I made, I'm calling it the Miro Balcony card. This is my template, so I can pour everything off that. It took me quite a while to work this out. I've got lots of different ones that I started to do before I got to what I'm going to show you now. Okay, so we're going to start off with a piece of card. Let me just push everything to one side. Okay, like that. Hopefully I've not lost anything. Right, we're starting off with a piece of card that is 11 by 7. What we're going to do is put it in our trimmers on the 11-inch side, and I'm just going to show you. When your track gets a bit dirty, just get some paper, just bend it in half and just go down, and you'll see all that dirt coming out. Now I hold it up normally at the same time as doing that, and then so you can't see now, but just going to go back in there, because that's sometimes why your card cuts not as well. I'm just going to do that twice. There we go, getting that out. And now I'm just going to get my bad blade out. I've got my good blade. So we're putting it on the 11-inch side, and we're going to score it at 7/8 of an inch. So we're putting that in at 7/8 of an inch, and make sure that's there. And then I'm going to score. So that's 7/8 of an inch and score. Then I'm going to put it in at 1 5/8. I'm just going to make sure that I've got it right. Yeah, this is right. 1 5/8. So in 1 5/8, and we're going to score. Then I'm going to go to 3 7/8. So move that along to 3 7/8. 3 7/8 and score. Then we're going to do 4 5/8. So 4 5/8. So 4 5/8. There we go. And score. And then 5 1/2. So I don't need to open that up. 5 1/2. So 5 1/2 and score. Now it's easy just then to rotate it 180 degrees and just repeat that. So I'm putting it in at 7/8 of an inch. So 7/8 of an inch. And I'm going to score. Then 1 5/8. So that's 1 5/8. To make sure getting it right. 1 5/8. Take your time, get it right. 1 5/8. Then 3 7/8. So 3 7/8. Make sure it's right. 3 7/8. Right. Yep, 3 7/8. And then 4 5/8. So 4 5/8. 4 5/8 and score. Okay, so now we're going to put it on, so it should look like that. So there's a lot of score lines. So we're putting it on our 7-inch side now, and we're going to place it in at 1, I think I did it 1 1/2, yes, 1 1/2. So we're going to place it in at 1 1/2. So make sure that's 1 1/2. And then what I'm going to do is get my cutting blade and I'm going to place it on the score line. So I'm going to bring it down, put it on the score line. Just, yeah, put it on the score line. And then I'm going to cut down to, let's just see, 1, 2, 3 score lines. So that's 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to just lift up my trimmer. I'm going to move my trimmer if I can while holding the card still. Make sure you've still got it in at that. I'm going to miss a score line and then put it in at the very next score line and cut from that score line going down. So you're going 1 score line, 2 score lines, and you're stopping at the 3rd score line. So what you should end up with is a piece like this. So we put it in at the 1st score line, cut through the 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Okay, kept it in place, lifted it, the blade up, missed a score line, put it back on the next score line, which if you want to know which one that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the 6th score line down. And then you're going to cut through 1 score line, 2 score lines, 3 score lines. Okay, now I'm going to just rotate it around because it's just dead easy to do that again. Put it in at, just double check that I've got it. Yeah, it was 1.5. So put it in at 1.5, make sure it's straight. And we're going to do exactly the same. So I'm starting from the 1st score line. So I'm putting my blade, let me try and bring that back down. Yeah, so I'm putting my blade, make sure it's absolutely right, on the 1st score line, and I'm going to cut down 1 score line, 2 score lines, 3 score lines. So I'm making sure that that there is level with the score line. I'm lifting up, missing 1 whole score line, so missing that score line there. I'll try and push it up without moving it, and then keep making sure that you've got it exactly in the same place, and then put it back in at that score line, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 score line. And then we're going to cut down 1 score line, 2 score lines, and stop at the 3rd score line. Okay, so I'm going to lift up. There we go. Let's move that out of the way now. So you should end up with something that looks like this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make it easier. In fact, what I'm going to do first, bring in my bone folder. On all my cut lines, I'm just going to rub down them. Okay, so I'm rubbing down my cut lines. Okay, so doing that, rubbing down those cut lines. Okay, and that should be fine. So what I'm going to do is the 1st score line, I'm folding so that it goes back on itself. Okay, and that will be all right. And then so that will help that next score line. I'm going to start at the top now. So the 2nd score line in, folding as a mountain and pushing that so it's a valley. Okay, then I'm going to the next one, that's the 3rd score line, into a valley shape, mountain, sorry, and push the other into a mountain shape. Okay, so then I'm going to do the same at the bottom. So I'm going to push the 1st score line up into a mountain, the 2nd score line, 3rd score line down into a mountain, and the other one into a valley. Okay, and I'm going to do the opposite with the middle section. So the middle section I'm going to make into a valley there, and then into a valley there, and that one will make the whole of it a mountain for the moment. Okay, just getting these score lines going for the minute. Okay, and then the next score line will fold into a mountain, and I'm just going to do a mountain again, and then we're going to do another mountain, and a valley. Right. So, and then the edge bit going to go into a valley, mountain, and a valley. Okay, and what we are going to do is bend our first score line back, and then the middle one, it's going to go into a valley and a valley. Okay, so you could start to push it to shape it. Okay, and what we're going to do is push down on that. So push down on the first two, so you're pushing down and then push down on that one. So I'm going to get my bone folder now and just give that a nice crease in the middle to start with. Then I'm going to push this under, no sorry, over, that's going to be over, and this needs to push up to go into that like that. Okay, and I'll do the centre bit for the moment, and then I'm going to turn over and I'm going to crease these two down. So I'll move that out of my way and I'm just going to crease that down and move that out of my way, crease that down, so that that's going back on itself. I'm doing the same on the bottom, crease that there and crease that there, and that's it. And we'll do these back ones as well, so I'm going to do that one there. Did I do that one on the other? Moving them out of the way so that I can get a good crease on them. So because these are going backwards, these are going to go forwards. That one keeps going the wrong way. Stop it. Okay, so when your card is flat, it's going to tuck into itself like this. Okay, so let's just give that crease there, and let's see if I can do that out a bit now, in a bit. So just go round all your crease. It's hard to see on camera. Just go round all the creases once you've knocked them into shape. Okay, and that's pushing that in, so it's pushing those in. That one will be down and that one will be down there like that. Now that's how it folds, because now it's become a 5x7 card, which means it will fit in your regular 5x7 envelope. And why it's called a mirror, so bend that a little bit, is when it's stood up, it mirrors each other. Okay, right, so now let's get on and decorate. So I wanted to put layers of DSP, and this is not card, this is more DSP. So this was actually the, what's it called, Splendid Day. So it was the Splendid Day, and I've just used the gold foil top out of one of the sheets to create what I've created. So this actually measures 6 7/8 by 3/4, and your contrasting colour, I think you're better use it. You could use card, but I'm using DSP to keep that down in bulk. Okay, so that will fit more easily on top. Okay, so the DSP size is 5/8 by 6, and that's can't have been cut. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one hasn't been cut. Right, 6 it should be, because this one is, let me pull my arm out, because this one is 7/8, we want this one to be a bit 1/8 of an inch shorter. So I'll just tell you those again, not to confuse you. I thought I'd cut them all down because I did two things. I decided I was going to start off and use just this strip, and then I decided now I want to actually layer it up, and so I forgot to cut that down. So let's just run through that again so I don't confuse you. Okay, so this is 6 7/8 by 3/4, and you want 4 of those. This is, and you could just leave it at those 4, you don't have to do the additional layer like I'm doing. These are 5/8 and 6 3/4, so you need 4 each of those, because you'll put one there, one there, one there, and one there. So let's get on and put these on. Yeah, it must have only been that one that I've not cut down, so it slipped past control, that did. Quality control slipped past it. That's amazing. So I'm going to start off, and because it's, oh dear, that's what I didn't want to do. Let's see if I can quickly wipe that off. So that will be there, equal increments all the way round. Okay, just run my nail down, it took some of the fluffing sometimes. Okay, that's going to go there, and then we're going to put this on here. So lots of people, I think, are asking for this paper because it was very nice paper, but I've still got bits of it left so far. So let's just flatten this to do it better. So I'm gonna just give it equal increment all the way around. I'm happy, commit. So that's one on. There's another one. Let's make sure, yeah. So let's glue this on. So as I say, you need 4 of these. So this is the Dandy, what's it called? Dandy Design. That's it. It's Dandy Design paper. So I've got some left. Getting less and less whole sheets. As I say, there were 48 sheets in it, and and I am getting less and less sheets now. Used it quite a lot. Okay, so equal increments all the way around. I'm just going to get rid of my trimmer, it's in my way. Bring that back down to here. Now I'm not going to moan about the heat. It is very hot, but I'm not going to moan about it, because the bigger is, it doesn't cost you any central heating. So, and that is important, particularly as now we're not going to get a heating allowance. So it's very important it's warm, because that saves on heating being warm. That's an equal increment all the way round. Going there we go. Now some people like you to have done all this, which I have done so much prep, so I just wanted to get on and get it done now, and I've got bits kicking around. I don't like it, so I like to, that's why I come on odd days. It's taken me ages to work out what I wanted to do to design it, and then ages to cut out your bits and decide how I'm decorating it. So there's all that to do. So next one. But this is the Mango Melody out of it. Now, as I say, this is Sahara sand that I'm using. It is no longer available. I've still got plenty of it to go at, so but I would do basic beige, so you've got a easy one there to go to. And you don't have to do it these colours that I'm using. You could use different colours, just contrast. That's all you need, bit of contrast. This actually looks very, very like Sahara Sands, the actual paper that I'm using, but it just gives it that little bit of something, doesn't it, when you use like the golds and silvers behind it, and I like that. Okay, that's it. Right, now I have done all of these. So these are 2 1/8 by 1 3/8. Then the DSP on top is 2 inches by 1 1/4. So I'm going to just make sure that I get these in the right order first before I start gluing them on. Right, so I think I was going for that. Yeah, I'm going for that way. So I'm going to glue these on with equal increments there on all these 4 places. So these are going on here with equal increments, and this card is for my daughter, so I've already done. Now the happy is from the Wanted to Say dies. Now because of the actual narrowness, if that's even a word, because of the width of this, the birthday won't fit on, so but you could stamp, so it's not an issue really, but I have got some dies that I've had a very long time that I have got a daughter die, so I'm going to use it. If I've got it, I'm going to use it. Stampin' Up haven't done a daughter die, so it's not something that they've got. And this Wonderful, I haven't got a die that says Wonderful, so I've used some little letters that I happen to have got and cut them individually and stuck them on. Okay, there we go. Right, now these back panels here, they measure 2 1/8 by 3 7/8. So you want 2 of those. So you needed 4 of those. You need 2 of these. So I'm going to put that on there. So equal increments all around. Okay. And then the DSP to go on top, I've just used the other side to give it the coordination. 2 inches by 3 3/4, just over, yeah, 3 3/4, and you want 2 of these, of course. So we're going to stick this on top. Okay. an equal increment, and then we've got these two to stick on. So I'm really liking the what's it called, wanted to say dies. I like the little bits of things that they've got in it. So I've cut out the heart I'm going to use, that cuts out as joined up hearts. I've used that. So if you've got directional paper, I'm trying to keep it a little bit similar. So that it goes. Okay. Now these are a very old die, Beauty Abounds, but I haven't got many little bits of things like this, so that come out. So let's do that. So I've cut 4 of these out. So as I say, it is Beauty Bounds, but you just want something that will do this, what I'm doing. Just to put a little bit of something on here, and there we go. I think I did it like that. Doesn't really matter. There we go. There we go. And was it? No, it's not that one. Which one is it? Out of the wanted to say dies, I've just cut one of them out, and I wanted something that's stick in the middle. Now, had I have seen these, I probably would have put those in the middle instead of what I've got. Now I've used Daffodil Delight with Lemon Lolly. Now it's a very old punch, but again you get lots of these, like things like this. It's just that one out of this punch, but you get lots of little kind of flowers like that you could use, so that's not an issue really. And I'm going to stick that between the filigree. Now I did get it. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. So I'm just putting some glue on here, and just wanted a little bit of contrast colour. So let's see. Do I do it the opposite way? No, I think I'll stick with the same. So again, putting that up, seeing whereabouts I put that one, and just doing the same. That to bring it together. Perfect. How do I do it? And we'll get the other one. And I've got some hearts from the snails. That was a set a long time ago, and I've not used them up yet. So they're going to be used as well. I'll just get that, and I'm going to bring it back in and just see that that is the same. Yeah, that's okay. And that other little flower that I said, used from the Well Said with that other one in the middle. So we'll bring it up in a minute. Happy with those. Okay, right, now from the actual Charming Duck Pond dies, I've used all of the little elements. So I have got the I'm going to make one up to show you. I'm going to put that, I'm going to put it about there, and this one here, and I'll talk you through this in a minute. I'm going to put that, mustn't go over that edge, So make sure I pull it and tuck that underneath. Mustn't go underneath there. Oops. Tuck it under again. There, as long as it doesn't go under that one. Right, so we're going to make it up. So we've got a bulrush. So I've got my bulrush, and you have these little elements here, and then these little elements here, and this is out of the duck pond. So all I did was just stuck some glue on the back of the little flower and stuck it on the stem there, like that. I'm going to do the same with the other one. Oh, come on, I've got glue strings and it's playing me up. So again, stick it down on the brush. Just hide the little pokey thing up that's the bulrush. Okay, so that just gives it a nice stem. And then I just decided I'd put these in the middle. So you could not do these, you could actually just put a gem in the middle. And I brought this a little bit further down. Okay, so I have to pick that up so you can see it. So I took that a little bit further down like that. So I'll do the same with the other one. So again, not doing it level, so I'll try and pick this up to show you. So I'm not doing it level with that, I'm bringing it a little bit further down. That might be too far down, just let me. There, so it just offsets it a bit. There we go. So bring that up and then bring this back in and get rid of some of the glue off my glass mat, and then we can just put some glue on the back and pop that down about the same position. Okay, there, and again we want to, where's my flower gone? There it is. Offset this flower. So this flower there you can see is the flower from the Wanted to Say dies, and I've just put it on top of this one, but any two flowers that you can put together will work, and it's just Lemon Lolly on Daffodil Delight I've done, so any of those will work. Now be careful when you put the flowers on that it doesn't go over, because this is going to come over, so don't let it go any further over to the edge, because you want to make sure that you're going to get that over. Okay. Right, now as I say, these are again the Well Said dies, and they come in what they call 3 hearts, and I thought they were so sweet, and I'm just going to kind of just position them there and do the same on the other side. Again. Just eyeballing it just to see if it's about the same place. Okay, now as I say about the hearts, I thought it would be good to actually put hearts in, there we go, in the actual centre of my flowers. And this is just normal. keep my heart theme because it's for my daughter. I'm going to put this as the centre of my flower. There we go. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Come on, stick where I want you to stick. There, committed now. And then another way to, I've loved these little arts. I've used them on all sorts and still got plenty left. Now, don't stick it in the middle. There we go. And we'll stick one in here as well. Okay, and one on here as well. And we've got them nice little hearts going off there. So, okay. So what I will do for writing is I will stick verses on the back. So I would do exactly the same with the 2 1/8 by 3 7/8. I would do 2 of those to be able to stick my sentiment on one side and write on the other, or write notes on the other. So I'm not going to put those on because that's going to be rather personal. So that's how the card is, and then you bring it together by tucking those in. So you're tucking those in and pushing your birthday down. You're going to tuck those in and bring your birthday down. So this is how it will. Now I'm going to get an envelope just to make sure. Okay, I've got 5x7 envelopes. Bear with getting it out. I'll just show you it going and make sure. Now, so that will go down like that. That would go down like that. Now we've creased this because it will stand up, and we want that to come sideways like that. So it's a bit difficult to see. You'll be able to see it better on the photograph when I put the photograph on it. But let's just get on with putting it in. So we're pushing those all in, and the more you do it, it will find its way and it will be fine. Right, now I'm going to push it down like that and then just tuck those in. There we go. Let's see. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some photocopy paper. I'll just get that. I'm going to make it up, the photocopy paper. Just move that out of the way, just to show you. I'm going to put my, a tip for you if you've not seen me before, I keep a blade with the dot on, permanent marker pen. Is it coming up? I can't see that it's doing it. There's a dot just there anyway. I can see it in real life, but I'm just trying to see, the light's not, oh, there. You see I've got a mark on it just there, and that's the old blade. So I like to cut photocopy paper when I'm doing my templates. I use my old blade so that I'm not spoiling my new. So I'm just gonna do this 7 inches. So use my old one, pull it down, doesn't matter that it's not exact, and then cut it to 10. Just pull it down. I'm just going to literally fold that in half. And I'm going to put this together like that. Just going to fold over my photocopying paper, and then that then slides beautifully into your card. I should do. Come on. It's a bit trickier than what I thought it was going to be. Oh, that does it. Yeah, it's going. Okay. There you go. So that fits in your normal 5x7 envelope, and that is the way to do it. To just use that photocopying paper. Won't be any problem for the recipient because they'll just pull it out there, and you've protected your card as well. So hope you like that. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked that. I do appreciate you dropping by. Thank you for those that subscribe to me, and if you're not, please subscribe, because you never know when I'm coming on, because I'll just pop on when I can. And I try not to be more than a week apart. Sometimes it has been due to family issues, etc. But I hope you like that. As I say, thank you for dropping by. Stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.